The kind of fan fiction that I found out from Total Drama is some kind of fan fiction between Dawn and Scott. But you want to know something? For their information, I would never ship Scott and Dawn together. I don't like the fan fiction because that we know that Dawn would never date anybody, even after they frame her or get her eliminated. He was very mean to Dawn throughout the show, and he didn't. And I knew that he didn't like her in the first place. I know Dawn despised him because he framed her for stealing everyone's junk, and it wasn't necessary of him. Seriously, a lot of Total Drama fans were angry at him. Even though they hate him though, despite Scott betraying Dawn, some of them still ship him, but some of them don't actually. Some of them will ship her with Brick. Some will ship her with Zoe. Maybe some might ship her with anybody. Even if it's a less common. Yeah. Respect Dawn, reject Scott. I know Dawn despises Scott though. And I know Scott probably hates her though, but seriously. What kind of person do they think I am? I would never date such a dirty dirt expert after he humiliates after he gets me eliminated. I would never date a dirty expert. And I know that Scott is cruel against animals, such as hunting animals with his pappy, having to hurt animals. Especially when he fires out those defenseless goals from Backstabbers Ahoy. It was both unnecessary of him and cruel, cause that's animal cruelty / animal abuse. Even when he said that he didn't care that Dawn was kidnapped and called her a weirdo, he went, "Did we lose the weirdo?" Well, we know being weird's not a bad thing, but I wouldn't call Dawn weird. She's a good girl following the rules. And saying that B hates nature, that is very unnecessary, because you don't say that you hate nature, because otherwise because that's something everybody would dislike. And that sweet kitty cat would hate it too, though. The aura expert doesn't like it when people say they hate nature. That is so much to her horror and shock. Something that she totally dislikes a lot, and that she would never want to hear or see. No one likes it when that happens. Like, who would hate nature? And according to Scott, he said he wouldn't actually make a good... Apparently, he wouldn't make a good boyfriend at all, though. Besides, according to Total Drama All-Stars, he said he has no idea how to be a boyfriend. The only advice his pappy ever gave him about dating was, if you're ever in Holdo, go Dutch. That is not advice about dating. That's just some stupid nonsense. The fanfiction between them is called Dot. It's like a combination of like Son Amy, but different. It's a relationship between Dawn and Scott. But seriously, on the look of Dawn's face, I know she would never want to date Scott. If I had a chance, I would ship Dawn and Brick together. It's called Brawn. It's another combined and popular ship. So yeah, I'd rather ship Dawn and Brick together instead of with the dirty expert. I think the aura expert and military expert would be good in my opinion. Steve, if you're watching this, I know that you wouldn't ship Dawn and Brick together. I mean, Scott, sorry. I know you wouldn't ship Dawn and Scott either. But here's a question. If you were to ship Dawn with anybody else, who would it be though, and why? Let me know in the comment section. So yeah, that's pretty much all for this. I reject Scott for what he did. He would never make a good boyfriend for Dawn.